So how do I work full-time, run the business on the side, do everything for social media, and be a dad and a husband? Well, I'm going to walk you through my day today, and I'll talk a little bit more about my life and how I manage all this chaos. Anyway, let's start the day with the workout. So this morning, it is 5:30. I had my alarm set for 5:10. I like to get up super early whenever I'm home. That way I can get my workout in while everyone else is sleeping. I hate to actually work out while they're awake because I like that time to be family time. So these early mornings, I like to call them dad hours. They're my time. This is when I'll get my workout in, when I'll go for a run. So yesterday I went for a 5-mile run. Today I'm going to do back, shoulders and biceps, and then I may go for a short run. It honestly all depends on what timing looks like. I have baby monitor right here. So if Miss Alani starts to wake up, I can go comfort her right away. And then Mom and Bodhi are still sleeping. So if they need me for any reason, they can always contact me. So one nice thing about the home gym is I'm literally right over here. There have been plenty of mornings when Bodhi just will not go to sleep. So therefore I go back over and I rock him. But we have the sour watermelon right here, and we're gonna take this guy. This is like a mid-stem pre-workout with a lot of vasodilators, pump ingredients, and other performance ingredients as well. So let's take this bad boy, get the workout in. So a lot of times I want a very tight time constraint. So like today, for example, I'm giving myself until 6:40. That's a 40-minute workout. And then after that, I'm going for a run. I can either spend my time on my phone or I can get the workout done and actually say that I did something for today. I try to mix both because I like to answer messages while I'm sitting in between sets. However, I definitely don't want to spend too much time on my phone because it'll become 6:40 and I'll be like, oh crap, I did 5 sets. So therefore, I need to stay focused. Look around here, you can see that my gym is also my playroom and my office. So I do a lot of things because as a dad you have to kind of mix every aspect of your life just a little bit, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later and actually separating different things because if I try to do everything at once, it's just not going to work out. This is going to be a nice little fun run in the rain. It is what it is. It's only 3 miles, so that's not too bad. So 6:40, I gave myself a time restraint and now I'm out here running. So I feel like way too many times we do something carelessly, like we work out but we don't give ourselves a time limit or anything like that. And that's just how time gets away from us. That's how we go throughout our day and we're like, what did I even do today? Time management is so huge. I'm not perfect at it, but it's something that I am definitely still working on because like I said, I am a busy dude. I have a lot I gotta do today, and then tomorrow I gotta work 16 hours, so busy. Run is finally done. First mile was at like a 10-minute and 32nd minute per mile pace. Super slow. Second mile, we did it at a 6-minute and 32nd minute per mile pace. Super fast. I was definitely pushing it there. And the third mile, I just kind of cruised home. These little workouts here are definitely important when you're speed training. So my goal is to finish the half marathon in a certain amount of time, not just finish it. So therefore, that's why I need to incorporate these speed workouts, and I'll make another video talking about why you need speed workouts and how to stack them and basically make the best out of your training if you're training for a race or something like that. But if you never ran in the rain, highly suggest it. There's just something like spiritual about it.
Good morning. It's Dada.
Dada.
How'd you...
Dada.
That has nipples. We are headed to the shop now. So Alani's playing with one of her toys she got for her birthday. Mom's feeding the baby. Everyone's occupied. I should be pretty quick at the shop. I only have 3 packages today, but I'll take you guys there and I'll talk a little bit more about what's going on with the company and kind of the direction that I'm taking it. But a lot of my day is just trying to get through life as a dad while also trying to do stuff with the business. And like I said, it's kind of hard to not have things cross over. I'm just so busy all the freaking time. And then I have a 16-hour shift tomorrow, which is gonna be crazy. I go in from 3 and I work until 7 at night. So for my full-time gig, I am a respiratory therapist. So it's kind of like a nurse, but I specialize in respiratory, in the lungs and heart. So that's what I do. Hopefully I'm in the NICU, but we'll see. I may be in the regular adult ICU. It all depends where they put me. That's one nice thing about being a respiratory therapist is I'm kind of all over the place. So I'm not doing the exact same thing every single day. Within the same realm, yes. However, one day I'm working with babies, one day I'm working with adults, one day I can be in the ICU, the next I can be on the floors or in the emergency department with people. It just honestly all depends, and I love how that kind of mixes it up a little bit. So today we do have 4 packages going out. We've been selling a ton of these here. So it's just a tank top, however it has like a jersey type look to it. Now these are 100% polyester. They are super, super nice. I ran 2 marathons in these, and I can tell you I didn't have any chafing of the nipples or anything like that. Super, super comfortable to wear and just move in, which is awesome. We do have a bunch of other shirt designs that we're going to be coming out with. This Sunday we're going to be having our first team meeting, so I'll be showing all the athletes them, and then I will be just giving them discounts. That way they can basically get these shirts at the price that I pay. Now, if you guys are interested in becoming an athlete, I can tell you more about the company and essentially what we stand for and things like that. And you can join, but for right now, let me just show you a little bit of the supplements that we have right now. So here we have this guy here. This is our mid-stim pre-workout. This is what I took this morning. Tons of vasodilators, neurotransmitters, basically performance ingredients. And then this here is our high stim. So this here is just mainly focus stuff. It has a little bit of vasodilators or pump stuff, and then some salt. I want to do another like high stim again. This one here is 325 milligrams of caffeine, while the sour watermelon has 225 milligrams. Let me know what flavor you guys like for any pre-workout company, and I want to get some more samples because we are limited on those, and we will probably sell out within the first 2 months. We've had it for about a month now, and things are going great, fantastic. So we really are trying to dive into our mission more, which is ultimately to spread the word of Jesus, help advance his kingdom, and just help more Christians be bold for Christ. For many years, I wore the title Christian, had it on my dog tag, told everyone I was a Christian. However, I hid in my own little shell. I didn't let people actually see that I was a Christian or tell them about Jesus. And that's something I want to share with everybody. And that's something I want the athletes to do as well. I want them to strive to be the greatest fitness-wise and in every aspect of their life. Considering our logo is be the 1%, you want to do the absolute best in everything you can. You want to be the best, but you also want to do it with humility and showing everybody that you got there because of Jesus. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13, I believe that is. Anyway, that is the main goal of the business, is basically to help more Christians be bold for Christ and just help advance the kingdom. Another thing that we're really focusing on is calling the athletes kingdom builders. So we've been calling them 1%ers, and that's cool and all, but it sounds kind of corny if you ask me. I love Kingdom Builders because, like I said, it roots back to our mission and exactly what we're trying to do. So I do have the kids down for a nap, and that's why I'm able to do this. Mom is at a doctor's appointment right now, so having a toddler and a newborn is going to be pretty crazy. So therefore, I can't just sit down on my computer and actually design different things. I have to do that when they're napping. So this morning, as you saw, I got my workout done, and then Alani woke up, took care of her, and then after Mom woke up and Bowden woke up, we did breakfast, and then I have a laundry list of things that I usually need to do. So like mowing the grass, clean the house, put away the dishes from last night, a bunch of different things that you do every single day. I work full time, I run the business, I'm a dad, and I don't pay anyone to do any of this stuff for me. I have to do it myself. So that's why I tend to get a little bit of sleep. But I mean, I can't complain because my wife is up right now a couple of times a night with a newborn, and thank God for her. Bless her heart. So I'm not allowed to complain about sleep. So right now I am really just dialing in with the brand a little bit. You can see I have my desk behind me, and I'm just working on a few different t-shirt designs that we have. So I really am focusing on the mission that the brand has, which is ultimately to advance the kingdom of Jesus and just help Christians be more bold for Christ. Because I used to be a Christian, but I never really wore that label. So I told everyone I was a Christian, but I didn't really let the world see that I was a Christian, if that makes sense. So I'm starting to be more bold for Christ, and I feel like that has just been a huge change in my life. And I want to help other Christians be more bold for Christ as well. And that's ultimately the mission and the game plan. Plus, we want to advance the kingdom, so just bring more people to Christ. Let them know that Jesus loved them and that he died on the cross for them. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to work on a couple of these designs here. I'll probably give you a sneak peek of a few of them because they are pretty awesome. When you wear a t-shirt, you're a walking billboard. So to be a walking billboard for Christ is just awesome, spark up a conversation, and honestly, that is one way that I have led someone to Christ, and that's why I love t-shirts so much. I am pro-patriot everything, so if there's American flag on something, I want it. Here we have the Top Fitness logo in the red, white, and blue with the American flag design. Love how this guy turned out. And then if you look at the back here, we have Hebrews 12:11, which talks about being disciplined now and then having a great harvest later. And this doesn't just apply to the gym, which we are a faith and fitness company, so definitely want to be disciplined in the gym, but we want to have discipline in all areas of our life. So this afternoon, the kids nap from like 1 to 3. I did everything on my computer, record some more stuff. I worked on a lot of basically posts and stuff like that. I also talked to a lot of people. Some days I'll have 50 conversations going on, literally like anywhere from 10 to 50. Because marketing is like the biggest thing for the brand, and just talking to people. I don't run any ads, I do it all organically, and building a relationship with people is like the number one thing. So as I said, right now we're making some smash burgers on the griddle. If you don't have a griddle, I strongly suggest that you guys get one. I got it for a birthday present from my family about a year ago, and let me tell you, game changer. Can totally meal prep and do everything right on this guy here. So, like I said, I talk to a ton of people. And the biggest thing is to just build relationships with people. That has not only helped the business, but that has helped me grow on social media as well. So, you want to continue to make friends and just connect with people. Friends support friends. So therefore, if you have a lot of friends, those friends are going to go ahead and talk to you. They're going to like your stuff. They're going to comment. And I comment on a lot of their stuff as well. So like I said, we have the community aspect of things as well. So we have over 200 people in a Instagram group chat. We have over 100 people in a Discord, and we have over 500 in a Facebook group. So you share your post on there, and everyone's going to come, like, comment. It's going to help you push through the algorithm, which is ultimately the goal, because if you're posting Christ-centered stuff, we want Christ-centered stuff to be out there, and that's exactly what we're doing, which is awesome. So I got to check my burgers real quick. As I said with the griddle, this thing is amazing. I will never go back to the regular grill. It's been just sitting out there, stand still, ever since I got this guy. I make my burgers. We used a Kinder sauce, burger sauce. Do a little garlic powder, onion salt in there. Perfect. And as you guys can see, I don't know if you can actually see. This is my back porch. Nothing special. But I have 2 dogs, and of course, Alani is about to go out in the rain, get wet. How'd that feel? My life isn't anything special. Nothing perfect. However, I'm happy. I have tons of gratitude towards God, and I thank Him for everything that He has blessed me with. Now, doing the business side of things, working full time, trying to be present as a dad and as a husband is hard. I don't always optimize in every situation. There are definitely weeks when I don't put forth everything towards the business. You can go through my social media and see that I don't always post the craziest amount of times. I'm not always the best dad. I'm not always the best husband. I'll put that out there. And I'm also not the best child of God all the time. I'll also say that, which is a flaw of mine. It's hard, and I try to put God first in everything that I do, because I owe it all to Him. So let's take a look at these burgers here. Are you getting wet? They're starting to brown up a little bit. So for those of you that use the grill, what you want to do is use a little bit of soy sauce in your burgers. And then a little bit of Worcestershire sauce as well. So, doesn't matter what brand. We'll put that on. Are you getting wet? She loves the water, I swear. I love being a dad, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. I say this in a lot of videos, but if it came down to it, growing the business to a bazillion-dollar business or spending time with my family, I would rather spend time with my family any day of the week. I want to be present in their lives. I want them to see me as a good character. I want them to see that I'm loving of them, of the Christ. I'm a follower of Jesus. And I just want them to see that I'm hardworking. That's why I like getting up in the morning. I want them to see me train. I want them to love, care for everybody. I really just made a video about this, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But one thing I really think about with Alani is I want to have her one day marry somebody that has the same characteristics as me. So therefore I think, okay, what characteristics would I want her husband to have? Who do I want her to marry? I want her to marry like someone that's a follower of Jesus, hardworking man, loving, caring, someone that puts her first. So that's what I try to do. These burgers are looking super. We just flipped them. We're gonna smash them then. My wife was supposed to be in there cutting onions, but she was feeding the baby. Don't know if that's gonna happen. She's probably thinking that I was gonna do it. Maybe I should go and do it. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. So, making the burgers. We started off the day with the lift, and then we went to the shop, spent some time with them, did the honeydew list. I took cardboard, I mowed, I did a lot of crap. We ate lunch, I did some other stuff, got them down for a nap, and then I worked on my computer and on the business for a while. And then this evening, making burgers, and then I'm just gonna spend time with the family. So a lot of other evenings, we have other stuff going on. So she does tumbling. Sometimes in the morning, we take her to the library. We may have doctor's appointments. We have a lot going on. Sometimes we'll just even go to the park. It really doesn't matter. I just try to make time for everyone. As I said earlier as well, I only work 3 days a week, which is great as a respiratory therapist. So right now I am also working an extra day. I'm teaching for a college. I'm just teaching respiratory therapy, helping students get in the hospital, which I love that as well. This
winter, what I may do is I may cut down to working 2 days a week and then teach 2 days a week, because those are shorter days and I can come home and actually spend time with them a little bit more in the evening, because working 12 or 16 hours is crazy long. So I'll probably do that. Don't know yet. Depends with insurance and everything like that. Plus, it just gives me more time to work on the business, which is exactly what I want to do. Are you having so much fun? All right. Well, I appreciate you guys for watching. This was a quick little, or long little day in my life. If you have any questions or anything at all, please leave in the comments. Be the 1%.